I have over the years come to him and said, okay, I have the craziest, and as soon as I say that, he'll be like, okay, what are we building? It's a mating call. It really is.
Roughly 80% of our whole project here is reclaimed wood. I've taken down houses, barns, you name it. Whatever we can get our hands on that look like it could be reusable, we've done it.
We have no mortgage. I just think the quality of life we have is so much better than ever. Okay, let me show you the inside.
Will you join me? Will you roll? Make this house our tiny home.
Hi, I'm Trish.
And I'm Rich.
And this is our tiny home. This is my hometown. This is actually my neighborhood from childhood. I was born in this area. I grew up on a farm just a couple miles down the road. I grew up in a family of builders and farmer, and so doing projects was something just normal out in the country. So we had a house in town, but our dream has always been to come back out in the country. We bought this little 1,800 square foot house in town that no one else wanted. We bought it for $20,000 and we lived there for 5 years.
5 years.
I cocktailed too hard in our pool one day and I posted on Facebook because everybody was selling their houses like immediately. And so I said to him, hey, I'm gonna post on Facebook that I'm gonna sell our house too. And he said, okay. So I did, and within 48 hours it was sold and we had nowhere to go. I had to call my best friend's dad, who has farm ground, and I asked him if I could come out and talk to him, and I got really nervous. We sold our house, we don't have anywhere to go. Can I buy a couple acres from you? He goes, sure.
How much you need?
How much you need? And a couple months later, we were out here in an RV.
I've worked construction for the last 25 years, so I've collected things over the years. I seen a house a couple years ago that had been empty for a little bit, and I asked the owner if what he's going to do with it. He said, well, I'm just going to tear it down. I said, well, how about I just tear it down for you? It won't cost you anything, and I can reuse the wood. So we're always looking for the next thing that we can take down.
I have over the years come to him and said, okay, I have the craziest, and as soon as I say that, he'll be like, okay, what are we building? I have the craziest idea. Here we go. It's how we date. It's a mating call. It really is.
This is our tiny home. It's 20 by 24. Our front porch is actually made out of a bridge. It kept it washed out, so we pulled it up and used that as our front porch. Roughly 80% of our whole project here is reclaimed wood. I've taken down houses, barns, you name it. Whatever we can get our hands on that look like it could be reusable, we've done it. Here are actually I had to use regular treated lumber for the outside posts, but underneath we have full 2x10s. They're not like a 2x10 now, it's only 1.5 inches wide. These are full 2x10 oak boards. Then we did actually have to purchase our back deck. That is something that comes from one of the big box stores. So that was not repurposed. That's one of the things on the house, and the siding come from a big box store too. So here on the back deck, we used old pallets to make our day bed. We spend a lot of time out here in the summertime, when it's not cold. It's just our fire pit area here. This is where we spend most of our time during the summer. Fire pit is in constant use. It's just me and Trish that live in this space here, though we do have enough room for extra people to come out. That's why we're building all this, so we can have our friends out with us. Started out with a silo for my bar. Then we said, well, it's too small. So I just kept adding on and adding on. We got the exterior siding from the Amish crew. It's just their slab wood. Got it for practically nothing. It's like $20, a trailer load full of it. This brick walkway here comes from a friend of mine. I poured him a solid, sidewalk, and he was getting rid of this, so I repurposed that for our sidewalk here. So this is our little bar area. We choose to come out here and just relax, instead of being inside the house or being in our fire pit area. We do come out here. When we built this come from the house I tore down about a year ago. All this exterior siding, she just polyurethane it to make it, dress it up a little bit. The flooring is just some laminate flooring that I got off on another job site. So another place I didn't have to spend any money. This tabletop right here, this comes from her grandpa. It was a dresser that they had, so I used it to make the bar. And this would be my wife's room for the pink carpet. So. Then one day she said, I'd like to have me a deck raised up. And on that deck, I'd like to have me a tub. And on that deck, I'd like to have me a couch. So here is another place where she likes to come out here and just be at peace. Now this area we come up on here, at one point my wife wanted a pool here. Then we put the pool up, she didn't like it. This is the only spot in the yard that gets full sunshine. That's why I put the pool here. So anyway, I took it down. Then another friend of mine says, I got some work for you if you want to do some work. And it involves taking down a block wall. And I said, okay. So anyways, I went with him, I took down the block wall, and that's what you see right here. So it's more repurposed material. And we're going to use this as an outdoor theater. We're going to hang up a outdoor TV out here. So it's just going to be a nice little area out here for that.
Okay, let me show you the inside. This is just pretty much one big room. This is our living space. It is a pull-out couch, so if somebody wants to stay with us, they can. Our wood stove, it was a gift from my aunt. She went to an Amish auction and got this for $35, and it heats the whole house. So this is what we use in the wintertime. So I wanted to talk to you about the wood though, because this is from a barn, and this was like 250 years old, and Rich took it down. And so that's what this wall is made of.
This is the actual floor joist that I tore out of the barn, actual 2-inch floor joist that's made made a shelf out of it. This is what our house is set on, are these joists here. The loft, the floor joist in it is actually made out of this same floor joist.
This is my kitchen area. Pretty much everything is out on the shelves. I have everything that everybody else has. I've got an oven, I've got a microwave, and then I just have a little cooktop that I pull out when I want to cook something. I've made probably 50 loaves of bread in that oven since we got it. I cook a lot, and I am a from scratch cook. And then I can't show you my shower because I didn't clean it, but I'm gonna bring them in here. This is sort of a work in progress. This is our bathroom, it's a full bath. We have a stackable washer and dryer in here. We have a full-size walk-in shower and some storage space up there, and of course on top of there and down here. Okay, so let me take you to our loft. This is our loft. It has a queen size bed in it. This is where we sleep. I wanted it to be kind of like we felt like we were outside. So this is where we keep our clothes. I have my side, Rich has his side down here. And so typically off-season clothes is what we'll put up here, sweaters for now and things like that, or extra blankets and sheets, so it's nice to have that storage.
If you have the ability, if you have the determination, you can do what we done.
I think if you're willing to think outside the box,
Yeah.
Just a couple of acres in 45 days and we have no mortgage. I just think the quality of life we have is so much better than ever. And we've been together 18 years. The quality of our life is chef's kiss right now. Chef's kiss. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like this week's episode, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check back soon because we have new unique home tours publishing all the time. And if you'd like to join our team and get access to members-only content and unique perks, make sure you click on the join button below.